Hi, Tim here from what used to be How World of Sleuths, and now it's Tim's reading room. See, I changed the name of the channel to World of Sleuths a couple or over 5 years ago because I was mainly reading mysteries and thrillers, so I figured, okay, I'll just change to that so people knew what area I focused on more, or what genre I should say. But as you may have noticed lately, I've been reading a lot of other stuff like science fiction and classics and non-fiction, stuff like that. So I decided I've been thinking of it for a while, and so I finally changed the name back to what it originally was, which is Tim's Reading Room, because that doesn't tie me down to a specific genre or anything, but and so yeah, so this, like I said, this channel is now Tim's Reading Room. It's what the original name of it was also. So so that's so with that, I think that we'll stay at that since I'm not focusing on one specific genre anymore. Other thing is I've been in somewhat of a reading slump this year. I'm well behind for reaching my goal, but I might be able to make that up like next month. But what I'm doing, but I think some of it has to do with some problems I had back in starting around 8 years ago for around a year and a half. I had 3 blackouts. My doctors couldn't figure out what caused them. 2 of them were over an hour. The third one was over 2 hours. And so with that, after each one, I had trouble concentrating and reading and stuff, and a way that got me back to reading more. See, I was also taking online classes during the first 2 of them, the way I got the way I could get back into reading, because I was majoring in computer science and having like advanced math courses and stuff. By advanced I mean beyond calculus. So I decided so the way that I got into reading those times would be like reading some children's books that are in the public domain from Project Gutenberg. And so I started doing that, and they helped me out. So I'm hoping doing that will help me get over with this with these the reading ups I've been in for so much this year and even last year. So the first book I read, which I just got done with earlier today, is Lisbeth Longfrock by Aanrud. So I'm going by going through them going by the author's last name. I'm going through all of them to see. And that was the first one because I was just looking at the children's books that are on Project Gutenberg. And this one is more of a short story. It's from 1907 is when it was interpreted. So that's well over 100 years old, and just seeing, and it takes place and it's translated from Norwegian. See, I'm quarter Norwegian. I do not know how to read any other language, but that this book is interesting. It's showing more of the way of life, not in urban areas, but more rural areas, like in the mountains of Norway and stuff. And it's real interesting looking at how they did stuff back then and stuff. I don't know. Maybe some people even still do it like that. But I like the book, and it gave it rating of 4 stars on Goodreads. And now the next one I'm going to be reading is Radio Boys Cronies, or Bill Brown's radio. But this is like I said, the first one was Aanrud spelled Aanrud. This last one starts with is Aaron. So I'm so I'm going to be working my way through them. I'll see how far along in the A's I am by the end of the year. Like I said, and these books are written around the time where radios got to be popular, or people could transmit on them and stuff, and so I can't remember what year this is dated, but it's in before might be around 1920 or so. I can't remember what year the radio came out, but and so when a lot of these authors, like for Holmes, was trying to keep it up with keep on top of what was trending at the time. So, but pretty much like they do today. So that's what I for the One-Soft Project Gutenberg. Then this book I'm reading this one now. This is Sherlock Holmes' greatest cases. This is some of his short stories, but it also have all the Hounds of the Baskerville in it. I read it, Hounds of the Baskerville earlier this year, but I figured I might as well just do it now and get this book read. And then after I finish this book, I'll be starting on this one with Detachment Delta, with Operation Deep Steel. As you see, it looks like it's a techno-thriller, more of a techno-thriller tech book than a lot of things, but also with this, and I'll be doing this with the children's books from the public domain and other books from the public domain. And that brings me to next month. There are two readathons going next month that I'm going to try participating in. The first one is Rating Project Gutenberg. I can't remember all the whole story. I haven't heard first out announcement by it, but it's books with Elvis, reading with Elvis, something like that. But or book time with Elvis. I can't remember, but and of course his name is Mark, and That's who I first heard about it from, and I knew right away I was going to participate in that. Uh, and then just recently, Scott and Becky, the Bookish Brands, made the announcement that they're doing New Worlds November again next month, or reading like short works of fiction and stuff from uh, or short works of science fiction and stuff, and so and they said they're like even novels under 250 pages, and but I was going to be reading this book this month, but I have moved it back. I pushing it back to November for it to qualify for that, because this is under 250 pages. Uh, this is The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. This is a book I got in a box set from my parents one year for Christmas when I was a teenager, because they knew I was into science fiction back then, and they gave me a box of H.G. Wells, and a box set of H.G. Wells, and a box set of Isaac Asimov. I don't know what happened to all the Isaac Asimov ones, and I have two of the H.G. Wells left. There were like 4 in each box, so I'll be participating in both those, and but those, so I'll be reading a lot, and I can tie in both together a lot too, because there's a lot of science fiction short stories that you can find on Project Gutenberg. Like they have a lot of these old science fiction ones that have like it's a dip analog or something like that, but if and analog, and I can't remember the names of them, but there are quite a few of the periodicals that they have, stuff like the Asimov ones or the newer ones. So I do have. So there are plenty of them in the public domain, and that's the type of stuff I was reading last year for our New Worlds November, also last year. So I've been rambling on for a while here, but I figured I'd just tell you about the changes I'm making. I am still working on those shorter books to get a lot of them out of the way, and also what's my collection, I've decided, because I'll have to be moving sometime within the next year because of my health problems. I'm having trouble going up and downstairs right now, so I have to find something that's a lower level apartment. We're on an upper level apartment where we're at. So, I'm unhauled like over 50 books, because there are some authors I decided to not read any more of, because they're just with. It seemed like their writings were starting to get stale to me, so I decided to stop on those, and so I can have more time for this other stuff. Well, that's all I have for this video. So until the next time. And I'm going to try getting a video up like every other day or so. Like once I finish children's book, I'll come up and talk about it. I'll do it that way. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.